George Bezos' Greek heritage played a major role in his life, and we cross over now to Saheti School in Senderwood, Johannesburg. It is a Greek school, and this is a school that he helped to found in 1974 and which welcomed pupils despite the apartheid restrictions. We do have our reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo who joins us now, and she's at Saheti. Now you are really at a place, Ziyanda, where a man of the caliber of George Bezos was so instrumental in founding an institution such as this. And you know, a bit earlier on we were talking about his love for education and his love for mentorship. So I guess it's no surprise that a school like Saheti would exist with his name as part of the contributors to it.
Most certainly, and Tammy, this afternoon we're inside the George Bizos Hall, of course, named after the late human rights activist. And I'm just going to step out of shot and allow Gidu to show you that there's actually a picture of him here in this hall as one of the founding fathers of the school, Tammy. And it's a significant school, of course, because it did welcome students from diverse backgrounds during apartheid in 1974. And of course, this is the legacy that Bezos leaves behind. Not only for his children, but for many generations to come. And to talk me through how his legacy can live on is the school's executive headmaster, Mr. Walk Taylor. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, George Bezos is not a lightweight. It's an important name, and his passing is significant. But for the pupils and students who attend this facility, what does it mean in terms of the values that they will gain once they walk through these corridors?
Embedded in the school culture is one of Hellenic values, and these speak to a love of wisdom, to democracy, and those values that Advocate George Bezos upheld in his personal life have infiltrated and are part of us, and he helped shape Saheti School. And so in all respects, he had a direct influence, he helped mold us, he helped shape us. He's been a familiar face around the school for many years. He's attended most of our functions up until 2018 and has been a member of our board as an honorary member after having served as a chairman of our board for up to 20 years. So certainly a lot of his character is woven into the fabric of our school.
And of course, now that he has passed on, what are some of the things that you plan to instill and to ensure that despite whichever leadership could be at the helm at the school, that the pupils never forget who George Bezos was and what he stood for?
The one thing that really stands out about his life is that he did what was right, irrespective of possible personal consequences. He stood up for the country in a time that it wasn't popular to. He's fought against apartheid, and he's been an example to all of us throughout the country. And that really feeds into the character of our school. We want our students to be open, to be questioning things, and to stand up for what's right, even if at own personal cost. And that is something that I would want to see continuing, a legacy that he has left with us.
And how has the student population here reacted to his passing, and how do you plan on remembering him?
So they certainly, it's a sad day, but they also feel quite proud to have been associated with a man of his stature. And certainly in every respect we would want to uphold the integrity that he showed as a person in his life here. And we will continue to uphold the values that relate to integrity, courage. Courage was one of his great strengths. He was a courageous man. And I would like to see our students being able to have that same courage. And also, embedded in Advocate Bezos' life was a love of wisdom and lifelong learning. And I trust that our students wouldn't see university as the final phase of their studies, but that they would continue all their lives serving the community out of a sense of, in the Greek culture, it's a sense of philotimo, which means a love of honor, to serve even at own personal cost.
All right, well, there you have it, Tammy. That's the executive headmaster of the Saheti school here in Bedford View, Mr. Warwick Taylor, and of course reflecting on the kind of values and principles that they ensure that they instill in the pupils who attend this facility. Of course, it is mirrored in the image of George Bezos, who has now passed away, but his legacy surely will live on through this institution.
And what an institution it is, and a very reputable institution, and many of its alumni have gone on to do wonderful things in the world. I believe our own Katie Katouris is also an alumni of Saheti, if I am not mistaken. But thank you very much, Ziyanda, for that. That's Ziyanda Ngcobo, who's out for us at Saheti School, which was founded by the late and legendary George Bezos.